Hello, welcome back to Mr. Anderson's Algebra 1 lessons. Welcome to my home. Right now I'm going to do a little 3 examples on how I would simplify some exponents. You can see my title here. So I got 3 different types of examples here. They're a little more difficult, these are for more advanced students. After you've kind of figured out the things of exponents and certain rules. So this is more of a tutorial on more advanced exponents. We'll start off with this guy right here. Got 3n squared times 3n and squared on the outside. So you always have to go back to that one rule that we always learned. Order of operations. What happens first? And right now you got to look at what's happening inside here, and that is these multiplication of these two exponent terms. So I'm going to go back to that basic exponent rule, and where you multiply 2 bases together. So if they have the same base, you add the exponents. And what's going to happen is I'm going to have this. My base is going to be n, and the exponents, I got a little invisible 1 right there. You always have to remember that. 2 plus 1, that's equal to 3. And then 3 times 3, that equals 9. Now, I bring the squared out, and I'm ready to simplify my exponent. And so what you do here is you square everything inside of the parentheses. And that's going to give you 9 squared is 81, and n to the 3rd power, if I squared that, I would just multiply these two together, and that gives me 6. So I'd have n to the 6th power, and that is my exponent that's my simplified exponent from here. And that's all you would do. So just follow those basic rules of exponents, basic order of operations, and you're good to go. My next example, this one's kind of tricky if you really don't know what you're doing, okay? And so you just kind of have to bear with me here. You have to understand that there's a quotient rule going on here, a little bit of power over power. You can pick pieces out of here. I mean, different ways to look at it. But the main premise is that you have to remember the base. You know, you can only bring things together that have the same base. So I'm really only going to be looking at the ends here. Okay? Now, we don't like negatives down here in the denominator, because that's just, I don't know, that's not what we do. Not something we do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it to the top, and I'm going to multiply my bases by this reciprocal here. So the reciprocal of n to the negative 2 power is n squared. Okay? Just turns it positive. Okay? And so I have 3n times that. Got that invisible base. And that 4 stays down there. And so these combine together, and what I have is 3n cubed over 4. And that's it. Easy peasy. Now the third and final example is going to look scary to a lot of you. You got 2v squared over 2v to the 4th times v to the 0 negative 3. Okay? Well, anything to the 0 power is 1, and that's going to make this term 1. So you're going to have 2v squared 2v to the 4th times 1. And so what happens there is you are going to cancel these out. So basically you're subtracting this from here, and that's going to kind of cancel that term out, and then you're going to simplify that. So you're going to end up with 1 over v squared. And that's your answer. And that's simplifying some rather not really difficult exponents, but moderate, I would say. I hope you enjoyed, and come back and see me next time for my other Algebra 1 lessons. Peace.